Hello.
Eh,
Welcome to our NPC Journey.
we called it that because Mom wanted to slap her name on this.
Hey, look, I got my NPC Mom shirt. It's a
Right.
community.
I mean, they can't see me, so it doesn't really matter if I wear an NPC shirt or not.
Okay, so why don't we tell the people? I'm going to take my glasses off so I don't have lines. Um, so why don't we tell the people why we are here and what we're doing?
Um, I don't know. I'm tired. NPC.
Okay, go.
So we're basically here to talk about Nerdcore, talk about NPC. Uh, NPC is Nerdcore PartyCon. Uh,
So what is nerdcore? Let's let people know what that is in case they don't know.
it's music that's based on just fandom, so anime, video games, movies, TV shows. Just about anything.
Yeah. So if someone has something that they like, they can make music about it, right?
Yep.
And then let's tell them about NPC. What does that stand for and what is it?
I already said NPC. I already said what NPC stood
Oh, sorry
for.
about that. Okay. All right. So, but why don't we tell them? Okay. So we told them what it stood for, but why don't you tell them about what it.
That because we were just finding random songs on YouTube and sent me a Fortnite song, which was, we were playing Fortnite. Makes sense. Sent me a Fortnite song, and it's by ChewieCatt, whose poster is on the far right, next to the JT Music symbol.
Mhm.
If you want to click on that so they can see that.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, no, because my screen isn't getting recorded, so I can't show you these things. Mom has
Okay,
to.
for some reason it's not coming up. I don't know why.
Weird.
Okay, but
Okay.
it's this one.
I assume you're circling it with your mouse. I have no
I
idea.
was, yeah. I guess they
So
can see that. I don't know. We'll find out.
probably, hopefully. Basically look for the one with the cat on it. I mean, I feel like that makes the most sense. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah. Go ahead.
um, yeah, sent me that, and then I basically listened only him for a while, and then one day I saw a notification on his channel. I saw a notification on his channel, and it said that he was going to be live at NPC, and I was like, okay, well, I know what I'm doing that day. And you want to tell them your point of view of that story?
So he comes in all excited because he wants to go to NPC, Nerdcore PartyCon. And as he's looking at it, his face just deflates and he's like, oh, never mind. It's in California. And so he goes out of the room and so I'm thinking, okay, now I got to fly to California for this thing, right? And so I'm like, well, I could get the tickets for Christmas and completely surprise him. He'll have no idea and it'll be so amazing. I'm like, but I need to look into this a little further. And I go on the website and it's in North Carolina, not California. That's within driving distance for us.
I feel like I feel like my name and little icon there kind of gives a good hint of where we are. There's no point in being vague about our location of where we
Yeah, we're
live.
in West Virginia, so we can drive to North Carolina pretty easy.
Oh, it's a long drive, but we
It's a
can
long
do it.
drive, but we can do it. Yeah. So I surprised him with tickets to the Nerdcore PartyCon. Now, keep in mind, I have no idea what we're getting into.
I had no idea what we were getting into because remember, let's put this into perspective. I listen to one person, I know another group, and I've heard of
Yeah.
somebody.
So we basically drove 6 hours to see one person. We didn't do the VIP party the night before because, as I said, this was our first time
We didn't know what
We
we were
didn't know what we
doing.
were doing. So we didn't do the VIP party. We did do the concert. And so basically he's there to see one person out of like 20 artists. But
That changed the next
it did,
year.
because then we listened for a whole year. We listened to all kinds of NPC artists. So, but do you want to tell them about your very first encounter with ChewieCatt?
I just I saw him in like the crowd or whatever. He was just walking around in the crowd right before the concert. I just kind of tapped my mom's shoulder. I'm like, Mom, that's him. That's him. That's him. Mom, that's him.
So I go to take a picture of him, and he sees us and he waves, and I wave back, and then he came over to talk to us.
And I was starstruck. Let's be clear here.
He was starstruck. So I fangirled for him. I fangirled
Yeah,
for
I was sitting there shocked.
And so I was just, so excited. And I was like, oh, and we drove 6 hours just to see you. And he was like, really? We were like, yeah. And so he was just so nice to us that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, super nice, super nice. Sat and talked to us for a few minutes, and then, went off and was amongst the people once again.
Yep.
So then do you want to tell him about that first concert? The first concert?
Well, I didn't really know what we were getting into.
Neither did I, baby.
First artist that comes out is Peso Pete. Yeah.
Peso Pete.
How many of you have listened to Peso Pete?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this isn't live.
It's not live.
Answer. Never mind.
But for those of you out there, how many of you have heard? And you can leave in comments, because we'll be posting this. You can let us know if you've heard of Peso Pete. Nothing against Peso Pete.
Great artist.
Great artist.
Love his music.
Very first song coming out of the gate, he dropped a lot of F-bombs. And I'm standing there like, oh dear.
Yeah, mom's virgin ears didn't like that.
It's like, what is going on? What have I done?
I didn't mind. Mom did.
Of course you didn't.
I don't care if they say bad words.
Of course you don't. So that was the first artist. And we only stayed for the first half of the concert, because they have a concert, then they have an intermission, because we were on our feet the whole time. Next year I was smart and got VIP seats, and we'll talk about that later. But
let's save the second NPC for
yeah, we'll talk about the second NPC in the next episode. But it was, one thing I will tell you is, from even before the artists come out, you can feel the energy.
Oh yeah.
And
everybody's excited.
And the energy does not lag.
No.
The whole time.
Even when it ends, people are still going. People are still hype.
Yeah. So then so the next day was the meet and greet, and it was a little different the first year, so we didn't get to meet as many artists.
The coordinator part of Mom was not having a good time.
Well, it was just, and I don't want to disparage, because
it's a great time. It's a great time. There's always room to improve. It's a great time. The coordinator part of Mom was having a stroke.
Well, we just, in two, with it being our first time, we didn't know what we were doing either. So the next year, it was so amazing, and we got to meet so many people the second time, and it was
organized. That's where you're going to go.
It was organized differently. So it was
it was organized. There's no differently. It was organized.
The second year they had stations, and they had lines set up, and so it wasn't just
at certain times.
Yeah, so it was really well done. It was really well done. But we didn't know what we were doing the first year anyway, so. But so you got to see ChewieCatt again.
Yeah.
So that was the start of this whole journey for us, and that's kind of why I wanted to call the podcast our NPC Journey, is because all roads kind of lead back to NPC. That's kind of like, for me, the culmination of the year is this journey of listening to the music, getting to know the artists. Daddy Fat Snaps is going live on TikTok frequently now at night.
Oh yeah, very, very frequently.
And
however, we're like an hour ahead of him, so
it's later for
late
us.
for us. It's like 10 o'clock where he's streaming. It's like 11 o'clock midnight where we're watching.
Yeah. So sometimes we can't stay up terribly late to watch him, but I mean, he's just a great guy. And the funny thing is when you meet, oh, where'd you go? I lost you. Where'd you go? Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, well, I'm going to keep recording, but I'm going to message you to tell you that you're gone. Oh, there you are. There you are.
I should have pressed. There's a little button with glasses in the corner. I thought it was like a drum thing, so I pressed it to see what it would do, and it took me out of the room.
Live and learn. Live and learn. So what were we saying before? Daddy Fat Snaps. So
yeah, squirrel attention span.
Sorry, so we get to talk to Daddy Fat Snaps, and he's the third one over. He's the one with the beard. So so that's Daddy Fat Snaps. And when you meet
strongest rapper alive,
and when you meet them, they're so nice in person. Some of their music can be pretty hard sometimes. So it's funny.
Looking at Cam Steady, Man-Made God on the far left.
So that's the Man-Made God poster over there. That's for Cam Steady. So we just put up some of our favorite artists and kind of made this look like a recording studio and a podcast studio, kind of combine them.
Well, we didn't do this. Our friend did this.
Correct. So our friend Henry did this for us on Go Brunch. And so he designed this room for us from scratch, which is pretty cool. So we're so happy to have you here. And we were so excited when it launched for us to be able to have this space to come to. Because it's just kind of fun. Instead of sitting and being on a Zoom and just having like squares, and
only one mic.
Yeah. Then, then we can do it this way. And that means when you go off to college, we can still continue.
We can keep this going.
Yeah. So, we spent the next year listening to Nerdcore music and learning and just really getting into the genres of it, which was really, really cool. So is there anything else that you want to say about that first year for us?
It was dope.
It was dope. So it was.
Are we gonna do the reaction thing at some point eventually?
Yeah. I got to pull it up. I forgot to pull it up before we got started. So I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'm gonna let you talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then I will get it queued up. Okay. So we thought, and what did we decide to call it?
Cannot remember.
So we're going to do like a reaction. We're going to spotlight an artist for every episode and play one of their newer songs.
Was it Critical Hits Reaction?
Yes, something like that. Yeah. That's what it was. So we're going to give our reactions to the songs and help you learn about these fabulous artists that we have. And since we started out with ChewieCatt, he's the one that kind of brought us into all of this. We thought that we would start with him. So I'm going to let Mountain State Rapper talk to you guys, and then I'm going to get that queued up. Go ahead.
Okay. So how's it go? I don't freaking know. I was put on the spot for this. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, if you want to go check out the music I make, look at Mountain State Rapper on YouTube. We're at, how many subscribers are we at? Let me check that. All right, go to YouTube. Give me a minute. I'll get there eventually. I'm used to having another person to talk to when I do these. We are at 31 subscribers strong. Let's see if we can raise that number, huh? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Give me just a second. I'm almost there.
Mom's over here listening to this train wreck of an attempted monologue. Almost there, Mom?
Almost. Hold on.
Oh, I know what I'll talk about. We have a little bet going.
Oh, yeah. Talk about the bet.
So we have bet bragging rights that my mom. So I'm on the side of my mom cannot make it through through the first season of Attack on Titan. Mom thinks she can. Go to my TikTok to see how that went.
Yeah, that was quite the yeah. I'm gonna make it through because I'm stubborn, but
You're gonna need therapy.
The first episode was more than I anticipated. I'm almost there. Give me just a second.
I told you. I think there's like a few episodes of calm, and then it all just goes to crap afterwards for the characters. Great show. Not for the characters. The characters are not going to have a good time. But Mom's too stubborn to give up, so here we are. Oh, there we go. She got the video.
Here we go. All right. So this is one of ChewieCatt's newer songs, Superhero.
Based on Marvel Rival. Good.
Yeah, I'll have to see in editing if that came through because I couldn't hear it on my side. So anyway, we hope you got to see the video. If not, may have to cut that out. Or if you could hear it. If not, go check out ChewieCatt's channel.
It's literally just called ChewieCatt. It's not that hard to figure out, not gonna lie.
And Superhero is one of his latest, so that's the one that we just listened to.
I think he said he was working on a new song now too.
I'm sure and this is the neat thing about it is like the artists are frequently putting out new music and there are so many of them. So it's not like you have like one favorite artist and you're waiting for a year for them to make new music, right? They're making new music all the time.
I mean, I post weekly. JT Music posts monthly.
See, does Rustage post every other week, maybe?
I don't think it's every other week. I don't know.
Anyway, so but there are so many of them. There's new stuff coming out all the time, so it's really cool. You're always getting to experience something new. So on the next episode, we'll talk more about the NPC community, which I dearly love. They're so welcoming, so accepting. We have such a good time. And
okay, so it does seem like it's every other week.
Okay. I thought he was every other week. I thought I saw something about that. Anyway, I'll explain more about the NPC mom shirt because I actually got that at the second.
You're welcome.
NPC, yes. Mountain State Rapper was in the merchandise line and he was messaging me. He was like, hey, there's an NPC shirt, NPC mom shirt. Do you want one? I'm like, yeah. So, so we'll talk more about the community and all of that next time. Is there anything else that you want to say before we go to the good people?
No, I don't really think I have anything.
Well, we just want to say thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to try and release these weekly. We're heading into tennis season and things get pretty crazy. So we'll do new episodes as often as we can.
Not to mention Saturday and Sunday is my the days that I get the most work done on my music.
So, we're going to put them out as often as we can. We're just so grateful for you to be here. And, go check out Mountain State Rapper's channel, his music channel, along with our NPC Journey. I'm going to do a reaction video to the video he took of me watching Attack on Titans.
So only one Titan. Attack on Titan,
Sorry,
not
Attack
Titans.
on Titan. See, I'm learning, so I'm trying to be supportive and watch these things with him.
Hey, you're doing this because of a bet.
Yeah, but I wanted to do it before. And you were like, you wouldn't like it. And then you were like, okay, I'll make a bet with you. Well, I mean, the first episode was pretty good up until the very end. Then I was disturbed, but...
Yeah, Mom's going to need therapy after this.
Probably. All right.
Oh, you have no idea where the show's going.
Where'd I go? I moved.
To the middle.
Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. What's our outline? Our outro?
No idea. We never decided that.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
See you at NPC.
Right, my bad.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See ya.